2025 has been a huge year for the underground rap scene. A lot of people are, bursting onto the scene, making a huge name for themselves. I got the idea to make this video whilst watching Shay's Rolling Loud 2025 performance, and one of the comments had said, Shay is one of the most unique artists and probably one of the ones that it will make it out of the underground soon. Now, when I thought about making this video, I wasn't only going to just put Shay on this list. I have about 3 other people that come to mind when I think of the people who are going to come out of the underground and into the mainstream very, very soon. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. Shay is someone that I actually have heard of not too recently, not even like a year ago. It's probably been less than a year that I've even known who Shay was, but his rise to the top and his unique style is what I think makes him an artist that will blow up very, very soon. There's a lot of things that he does that makes him unique. One of the main things that I've noticed is I really got into his music videos. Pizza Time, Miley Cyrus, I Rot. All those songs have great music videos, and they're subjectively good too. I mean, I really like the music as well. One more thing though, his performance at Rolling Loud. He knows how to run a crowd. Knowing how the underground is and the music scene as of right now is, you got to know how to perform if you want to make it big. And Shay put on a performance of a lifetime at Rolling Loud 2025 California. And I really think he is going to be someone who will make it very far with this music.
She sent me the best. If she give me, I'm gonna be the best. I won't end up like the rest.
OsamaSon is someone that I've listened to for actually quite a while. I've listened to him for probably longer than a year, and he's one of the people who I think has some of the most potential to also come out of the underground. There's definitely some inspiration from people like Ken Carson, Cardi, and Future, a lot of Atlanta rap, the trap scene. But he likes to put his own spin on it, and his producers that he have also make amazing beats that he flows really well on. And one last thing I wanted to say, the fact that every single thing this dude ever does gets leaked, to the point where it's even him having you know what, I think the fact that he's still here and he's still going crazy speaks in itself. That he wants it that bad and he doesn't care what obstacle is in his way. He's also one of the best underground performers I've ever seen. He keeps the energy high the entire time, jumping around, When it comes to performing, obviously you're going to need to do that in the underground, and he does it very well. And I'll show you some clips right now.
1, 2, 3.
Hollis is the person that I've listened to the most recent, that I found out the most about in the shortest amount of time. I actually found out who Tu Hollis was when I went to Ken Carson's show in Austin, and funny enough, I actually met Tu Hollis. I was sitting on the side towards the back of the venue, and near the DJ booth, or where they mess with the audio settings. Tu Hollis is just standing there. just chilling there watching the show, and I was like, oh shit, this is the opener. And I was like, yo, like, what's up, man? Like, I think your music's cool. Like, can I get a picture real quick? And I'll throw it up on the screen right here. But yeah, I mean, I found out about who he was that day, and then I actually took a lot of time to go ahead and listen to him, and I found out that his music is actually pretty good. He combines a lot of elements from different genres like EDM, and he adds his own twist onto it. He also produces all of his own music and does all of his own recording on his own. And I feel like people like that are very rare. You know, you have people like that, like Kanye. You know, not recent Kanye, but you get the gist. And Tu Hollis's most recent album, Star, was actually an amazing album to me. I did a full album reaction on this channel, and the whole album was insane. Crazy beats, crazy melodies. Everything about it screamed that there was someone new on the scene who was trying to prove himself. And I feel like Tu Hollis will be able to prove himself in the underground and be able to make it to the mainstream. He also has a lot of connections within his family. I've heard that his mom have artists signed like Skrillex and stuff like that. So he's apparently probably going to be able to get connections to be able to get to where he wants to be. I also went to his tour with Nate Sibb, and he also has that factor where he is an incredible performer, knows how to hype up the crowd, and as you guys know, that is one of the most important things you can do as an artist blowing up in the underground. So I'll show you some clips right now.
Niggas will get you going, it ain't nothing I call them vamps. I ain't stupid, I can't fall for no damn Trump.
Glock 40 Spaz was actually a weird situation. He actually blew up the same way X did, how X was in prison and came out and he already had a huge fan base waiting for him to get out of prison. Now, from my understanding of what had happened is that he got a fan to meet up with him and then he ended up robbing the fan and going to jail. That's why he ended up in jail in the first place. As he went into jail is when his channel started taking off. And I actually remember the exact day because I followed him on Instagram when he was in jail, and I remember seeing Glock 40 Spaz on live, and I was like, okay, well, this dude's never getting out, so I don't know how he's on live. And then I joined, and he's just out, chilling in a car with a bunch of money, and it was like, wow, this is crazy. Glock 40 Spaz kind of has the same thing with his audio at first, where he didn't have the best equipment, but he still made the best of what he had, and he still was able to make crazy songs that the underground loves to this day. He actually has a lot of songs with OsamaSon that ended up getting leaked on SoundCloud and stuff like that, but Glock 40 Spaz and OsamaSon are a great duo. The songs that they have, I have a couple of them on my playlist. Pretty solid duo, if I do say so myself. A lot of concern that a lot of underground people do have with Glock 40 Spaz is that once he got back on a regular mic and a regular studio equipment type of thing, that it didn't sound the same. They liked how he was using a horrible mic, and I think, if I could be wrong, he used a snowball mic to record a lot of his music on Baby Woe and stuff like that, like with Definition and songs like that. Glock 40 Spaz also has his own initial style and his initial way of rapping that isn't something I've heard before, and so I think that's why he will blow up, is because he has his own type of thing, and it's really rare now to see someone not biting someone else or copying someone else, so it's nice to see like a breath of fresh air from a new artist. He also did perform for a couple of times. He actually performed a lot of times in Texas, but I do mainly remember his performance at Rolling Loud when he first got out, one of his first performances, and he knows how to run a crowd, and he looks like he's very eager to get onto the performing scene, so I'm going to show you all a couple clips of him performing right now.